Good morning, guys. So I am getting ready for my day. I've actually been up since 4 a.m. ish, working on school ish. And yeah, it's been that kind of morning. Trying to make sure I have all of my things that I want to have so that I can do my face this morning. I actually bought some really cute lipsticks, so I'm excited about trying on a new lipstick. But for now, I'm going to get my face going. So the first thing I need to do is put on my primer. I already put lotion on. You guys know I use my oil Olay. But I figured I'd talk a little bit because you guys have seen me do this a million times. So I don't think I need to explain anything of what I'm doing. But I figured I'd come on and talk a little bit. What I realized is that I am indeed experiencing a midlife crisis. Now, I would say that I think hearing midlife crisis kind of feels alarming. But it's not. I'm not alarmed. So don't you be alarmed for me. I actually, what I understand it to mean for me is just really being in this space at the middle of my life where I am thinking about what's next for me, like what's my next phase going to look like. I have in my mind that I want to live to be 102. And if that is the case, then I am literally at my midlife. So I am 51. You guys know I turned 51 in October. Maybe you don't know, but I am 51. And I am literally just trying to figure out what my next is going to look like. And I think a part of figuring out what my next is going to look like is really thinking about and considering where I've come from. And so God gave me this thing many years ago, use all your bricks to build. And that concept is really about looking over my skills, my talents, my abilities, all of that stuff, and building from there, like using that to continue to build. And of course, the real question is build what? And I think the only reasonable answer is building your legacy. Like, what is it that you were brought on this earth or put on this earth to do? And that should be a part of your legacy, if not your full legacy. And so that's what I look at when I think about using all my bricks to build. I know that my bricks are on a fundamental level, communications. And what that looks like in action is books, speaking, writing, speaking, creating content, messaging, like all of that is, I think, in my what is the word? I want to say belly wig, but I don't know if that's a word that I should use. Or not that I should use, but I don't know if I'm using it in the right way. So, but the right things that's in my toolbox, if you will. Yeah. And so knowing, with that idea, using all my bricks to build, really just looking at those things and seeing how else I can apply them in all the areas that I'm interested in, all the areas that I'm called to. And when I think about like content creating and messaging and all that, I think the next logical question is, what is the message? And I think we all have to know to some degree what our message is. What is it? What is our life's message? And sometimes that message can get lost in, sometimes the message can get lost in your idea of how it's supposed to transpire. So for example, if I say that my message is faith, the obvious thing, or faith and encouraging people in the faith, the obvious thing is to think that, oh, well, that means you need to be a pastor or a minister or something like that. And you have to be able to teach scripture and all those things. And I always felt like that was what I was supposed to do. And so for several years, I think through girlfriend therapy, I kind of placed myself really in the box of that, of, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is what it's supposed to look like. And so I think I just kind of set out to do that, what I thought I was supposed to be doing. in the way that I thought it was supposed to look like. And what I'm doing right now is kind of reevaluating and realizing that, perhaps the way that I thought it was supposed to happen or what I'm supposed to be doing is not necessarily what I'm supposed to be doing. And so that's kind of the reality that I am contending with now, which is a great thing. It's not a bad thing. Again, when you think about a midlife crisis, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It really is just about taking time in the middle of your life, which usually happens between ages 40 and 60 from what I understand, but taking time in the middle of your life to evaluate, to take a pause, to do a reassessment, to plot your course, your way ahead. So all of that. And this for me is the time that I'm getting to do that. But it took some time for me to realize that, hey, this doesn't have to be a bad thing. Some of the things that I had to do to make sure that it isn't a bad thing was set the expectation with those around me, specifically my husband, to say, hey, this is kind of where I am. I think this is what I'm going through, and I'm going to need your support because this is where I am and this is what I'm going through. And once I got, once Babe was like, okay, I'm on board to support and help however I can, then it gave me the space to be able to just navigate. And so what that looks like in real time is me not working for a minute to kind of adjust and to kind of figure some stuff out. And that has been incredibly helpful for me, with regards to where I am in life right now. That's been incredibly helpful, just to have space and time to figure it out. Like that is a treat in this day and age. I think one of the highest commodities, and I've always felt this way, is time. So my time for me is one of the most important, is one of my highest commodities. I will say that without question. I do not like to waste my time, and I don't really allow people to waste my time. So if there's a situation where I feel like my time is going to be wasted, so it makes it easy for me to say yes, and it makes it easy for me to say no, which has nothing to do with what we're talking about. What I'm talking about now is just the luxury of having my time. And as you know, you have a full-time 9 to 5, you don't always have the luxury of your time. Like, your time literally belongs to whoever is paying you, whoever is paying for your time. And so sometimes that's just a hard place to be in, a hard spot to be in. And so that's kind of where I've been for the greater part of my life, has always been in the work world and have always been working. And so that's kind of been my reality, as it is for, I think, a lot of us. That's, kind of our reality these days, is that you're a working adult. And so what do working adults do? They work. And so that's what I've been doing, working. And let me see, did I get I'm trying to see what color I have. So I got the lip bar. I was actually looking for their, it's like a vegan lipstick. So I wanted to try it, and I think I probably went overboard because I got a little bit of everything. Oh no. All right, so they have these different colors, and this one is Straight Talk. Let's try it. What was I saying? Yeah, so having been working, the majority of my adult life, or probably all of my adult life, probably working more years than I was not, let's put it that way. I haven't had any real luxury of, really being an owner or steward of my time. My time has been, dedicated to the workplace and my job and someone else's, priorities. Again, not complaining, because it is what it is. But to have an opportunity now at this stage of my life to really kind of take a pause and kind of reassess and look things over and think about what's next is very much a luxury. And so I'm not going to despise this space that I am in, but I certainly want to make it worthwhile. So that's one of the things I keep saying to Babe. It's like, I want this time to really be, to really be worthwhile. Like, I want it to make an impact. I want it to make a difference. And I want it to matter. And so that's kind of where I am right now, is just really trying to ensure that whatever I am doing in this time, that it matters and that it makes sense. So I'm going to try this lip color. This is Straight No Chaser by the Lip Bar. And so that's kind of where I am, just, really every day trying to make sure that I am following my energy, that I am following what feels right. I mean, genuinely what feels right. Like, not, like if I have to put any thought to it, then it's not a genuine feeling right, right? So the minute I start thinking, lets me know that that's the minute that I'm no longer in the moment, or no longer following, being available to follow my joy, if that makes sense. And not just available, probably emotionally available to follow my joy. So, for example, if I wake up and I say, for like this morning, woke up at like 4-ish, and I was thinking about my dissertation. And so, I woke up, I got my laptop, and I started writing. Now, had I woke up and laid there long enough to talk myself out of it, then I wouldn't have followed my energy. I would have talked myself down. And as a result, I wouldn't have accomplished what I actually was able to accomplish. So that's just an example of what following my energy looks like for me in this season. And so, lo and behold, I got up, I did some writing, got a lot of work done, and it was a great thing. I think I want to, that just looks the same. Drama queen. Do I want to drama queen, or I want to do drama queen? So, but in the spirit of, you guys may have seen a video or the picture that I posted yesterday. That was one of my favorite pictures. I was talking about my hair and how I used to love that hairstyle. My hair is kind of similar, same, center part, although it's got a lot kinkier and a lot more gray, but it's essentially the same shape. Well, and longer. It's gotten longer. So this is the drama queen is what we're going to put on today. And I don't know what this is going to look like. I don't know how it's going to come off. But one of the things, when I had that picture, I used to love like a really dark purple lipstick. And so I'm going to try that again. Ew. And let me see, guys. Eek. I don't know if I like this. Look at my teeth. Hopefully all of them don't get on your teeth like that. Let me grab some tissue, because that is hideous. So I don't know if I just put too much on. I don't know, guys. It looks very matte, and it is, yeah. I don't know. I don't like that it's out of my teeth. So I don't know if I just put too much on or if it is just legit. Okay. But I did want to put on a dark lip, just in honor of. Okay, I guess I think I put too much on initially, but I had to dry. So just going with a dark lip today. I don't know how I feel about it. Yeah. Anywho, that's the lip for today, at least for right now. I may end up changing it because it is dark. I don't think it's coming off anymore, which is good. But I still don't like how that right there. So although that is cute, I think I'm going to have to go in with a lighter color to just kind of, I don't know, blend that in a little bit. Because it is incredibly dark. So, but in any case, I think my point of just kind of chatting with you guys is, you know, midlife crises don't always have to be devastating. It gives a wonderful opportunity to really reflect over your life and celebrate your wins. I don't know. Celebrate your wins, celebrate your accomplishments, and take stock in your next, you know. Enjoy figuring out your next, and that's where I am. So I don't know how I feel about this lipstick. I guess it's okay. But yeah, that's it. That's my face. That's my look for today. And I have some errands to run. But like I said, I think the key is when you're thinking about midlife crisis, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. In fact, you know, I would encourage look at it as a great thing, as an opportunity to really reflect over your life. Think about all the things that you've accomplished, all the things that you've had the opportunity and been blessed to achieve. Grateful for the fact that you still have lung breath in your body, that you still have energy to pursue other efforts, that you still have dreams and desires and passions that you are still going after. Like, celebrate the fact that all of that is still, if it's not a reality, that it's a possibility for you. And then just celebrate that. And I think that's where I am right now, just in a space of joy and gratitude and celebration. So let me spray my face really quickly. But yeah, that really was it. I wanted to do my face and just kind of share that little tidbit with you guys. So blessings to you guys. My continued prayer for each and every one of you, that you may continue to do all the things that your heart desires for you to do, that you may find peace in the midst of everything that's going on in the world, that you may find joy and happiness and love, and that you are a vessel who's able to express love and to give love and to receive love. Amen. So blessings to you guys, and until next time, blessings. Let me know what you guys think about this color too. It really does take me back to like circa 1992. It's very Nia Long and Love Jones. Blessings, guys.